Welcome to Sports Live Media on YouTube. It's your guy Sports Live. We're going to do longevity and coaches' wins in college basketball. These coaches have coached the longest amount of time and have the most wins. Longevity is very important these days because nowadays most coaches will not stay at any particular college or university for more than 6 years. And the coaching carousel has not heated up yet starting in college basketball, but I just wanted to kind of show you who the winningest college basketball coaches are. This will include information from Division 1, 2, and 3 within the NCAA. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll mention who the coach is, how many years they coached, their win-loss record, their win percentage, and where they coached and when. And I'll go through this list, and we'll go through it together. So here we go. First, you have Mike Krzyzewski, 47 years, 1,202 wins, 368 losses, .766 win percentage. He coached the Army from 1975 to 1980 and Duke from 1980 to 2022. Then you have Herb McKee, 54 years, 1,144 wins, 450 losses, .718 percentage. He coached at Philadelphia Textile, Philadelphia Jefferson from 1967 to 2022. Next, you have Harry Statham, 52 years, 1,122 wins, 513 losses, .686 win percentage, and he's been at McKendree. He was at McKendree from 1967 to 2018. Next, you have David Holmquist, 48 years, 1,080 wins, 447 losses, .707 win percentage. Fresno Pacific from 1974 to 1977, and Biola from 1978 to the present. Next, you have Danny Miles, 45 years, 1,040 wins, 437 losses, .704 win percentage. He coached at Oregon Tech his entire career from 1971 to 2016. Next, you have Jim Boeheim, 47 years, 1,015 wins, 441 losses, .697 win percentage. He coached from Syracuse his entire career from 1976 to 2023. Next, you have Glenn Robinson, 48 years, 967 wins, 359 losses, .729 win percentage. He was at Franklin and Marshall his entire career from 1971 to 2019. Next, you have Bob Huggins, 41 years, coaching, 934 wins, 415 losses, .692 win percentage. He was at Walsh from 1980 to 1983, Akron from 1984 to 1989, Cincinnati from 1989 to 2005, Kansas State from 2006 to 2007, and West Virginia from 2007 to 2023. Next, you have Don Meyer, who's been coaching 38 years, 923 wins, 324 losses, .740 win percentage. Hamline, he coached that from 1972 to 1975. Lipscomb from 1975 to 1999, and Northern State from 1999 to 2010. Next, you have Jim Calhoun, 44 years coaching, 920 wins, 397 losses, .699 win percentage. He was at Northeastern from 1972 to 1986, UConn from 1986 to 2012, and St. Joseph in Connecticut from 2018 to 2021. Next, you have Larry Holly, 48 years, 919 wins, 579 losses, .613 win percentage. He was at Central Methodist from 1969 to 1975, Northwest Missouri State from 1977 to 1979, William Jewell from 1979 to 2019. Next, you have Cliff Ellis, 49 years, 909 wins, 576 losses, .612 win percentage. He was at South Alabama from 1975 to 1984, Clemson from 1984 to 1994, Auburn from 1994 to 2004, Coastal Carolina from 2007 to 2023. Next, you have Roy Williams, 33 years coaching, 903 wins, 264 losses, .774 win percentage. He coached At Kansas from 1988 to 2003, North Carolina from 2003 to 2021. Bob Knight, 42 years coaching, 902 wins, 371 losses, .709 win percentage. He was at Army from 1965 to 1971, Indiana from 1971 to 2000, and Texas Tech from 2001 to 2008. Dean Smith, 36 years coaching, 879 wins, 254 losses, .777 win percentage. He was at North Carolina from his entire career from 1961 to 1997. Adolph Rupp, 41 years coaching, 876 wins, 190 losses, .822 win percentage, and he was there at Kentucky from 1930 to 1972. Steve Moore, 39 years coaching, 867 wins, 251 losses, .775 win percentage. He was at Muhlenberg from 1981 to 1987, Worcester from 1987 to 2020. You have Rick Barnes, 37 years coaching, 836 wins, 422 losses, .665 win percentage. George Mason from 1987 to 1988, Providence from 1988 to 1994, Clemson 1994 to 1998, Texas 1998 to 2015, Tennessee 2015 to present. You have Bill Self, who 32 years coaching, 836 wins, 256 losses, .766 win percentage. He coached at Oral Roberts from 1993 to 1997, Tulsa from 1997 to 2000, Illinois from 2000 to 2003, Kansas from 2003 to the present. Let's see, John Calipari, 33 years coaching, 835 wins, 275 losses, .752 win percentage. He coached at the University of Massachusetts, or UMass, from 1988 to 1996, Memphis from 2000 to 2009, Kentucky from 2009 to 2024, and he's currently at Arkansas from 2024 to the present. Let's see, Jim Phelan, 49 years coaching, 830 wins, 524 losses, .613 win percentage. He coached his entire career at Mount St. Mary's from 1954 to 2003. Clarence Gaines, 47 years coaching, 828 wins, 447 losses, .649 win percentage. He spent his entire career at Winston-Salem State from 1946 to 1993. All right, next on this list, you have David Hickson, 42 years coaching, 826 wins, 293 losses, .738 win percentage. He spent his entire career coaching at Amherst from 1977 to 2019. Next, you have Jerry Johnson, 47 years coaching, 821 wins, 447 losses, .647 win percentage. It looks like he spent his entire career at Le Moyne Owen from 1958 to 2005. You have Raleigh Massimino, 40 years coaching, 816 wins, 462 losses, .638 win percentage. He was at Stony Brook from 1969 to 1971, Villanova from 1973 to 1992, UNLV from 1992 to 1994, Cleveland State from 1996 to 2003, Northwood, Florida, and Kaiser from 2006 to 2017. Next, you have Willie Hawley, who spent 42 years coaching, 813 wins, 527 losses, .607 win percentage. He spent his entire career coaching Mid-American Christian from 1974 to 2015. Next, you have Bob Chipman, 38 years coaching, 808 wins, 353 losses, .696 on the win percentage. He spent his entire career at Washburn from 1979 to 2017. Next, you have Eddie Sutton, 37 years coaching, 806 wins, 326 losses, .712 win percentage. He was at Creighton from 1969 to 1974, Arkansas from 1974 to 1985, Kentucky from 1985 to 1989, Oklahoma State from 1990 to 2006, San Francisco from 2007 to 2008. Next, you have Rick Byrd, 37 years coaching, 805 wins, 402 losses, .667 win percentage, and he spent time at Maryville in Tennessee from 1978 to 1980, and Lincoln Memorial from 1983 to 1986, Belmont from 1986 to 2019. Rocky Lamar, 33 years coaching, 800 wins, 410 losses, .656 win percentage, Mid-American Nazarene. He spent his entire career there from 1986 to 2022. You have Steve Ritter, 36 years coaching, 798 wins, 340 losses, .701 win percentage, and he spent his entire career and is still currently working there at Embry-Riddle from 1989 to the present. Let's see, Kim Elders, 32 years coaching, 797 wins, 299 losses, .727 win percentage, and he's been at Cornerstone from 1993 to the present. Kelvin Sampson, 36 years coaching, 797 wins, 354 losses, .692 win percentage. He's coached at Montana Tech from 1981 to 1985, Washington State 1987 to 1994, Oklahoma 1994 to 2006, Indiana 2006 to 2008, and Houston from 2014 to the present. So next you have Mike Lightfoot, 30 years coaching, 794 wins, 285 losses, .736 win percentage. He coached his entire career at Bethel in Indiana from 1987 to 2017. Steve Knight, 43 years coaching, 791 wins, 563 losses, .584 win percentage. He's been at William Carey from 1982 to the present. Bob Burchard, 31 years, 788 wins, 269 losses, .746 win percentage, and he was at Columbia in Missouri from 1988 to 2019. Next, you have Jim Kessler, 42 years coaching, 788 wins, 582 losses, .575 win percentage, and he spent his entire career at Grace from 1977 to 2019. Lefty Dreisel, 41 years coaching, 786 wins, 394 losses, win percentage of .666, not a good number, but okay. He spent time at Davidson from 1960 to 1969, Maryland from 1969 to 1986, James Madison from 1988 to 1997, Georgia State from 1997 to 2003. Next, you have Jim Smith, 51 years coaching, 786 wins, 556 losses, .586 win percentage. He spent his entire career at St. John's in Minnesota from 1964 to 2015. Next, you have Dana Altman, 36 years coaching, 783 wins, 405 losses, .659 win percentage. He coached at Marshall from 1989 to 1990, Kansas State from 1990 to 1994, Creighton from 1994 to 2010, and Oregon 2010 to present. Next, you have Luke Olson, 34 years coaching, 781 wins, 279 losses, .730 win percentage. He coached at Long Beach State from 1973 to 1974, Iowa from 1974 to 1983, Arizona from 1983 to 2007. Next, you have Lou Henson, 41 years that he coached or is coaching, 779 wins, 412 losses, .654 win percentage. He worked at Hardin Simmons from 1962 to 1966, New Mexico State from 1966 to 1975, and again from 1998 to 2005, Illinois from 1975 to 1996. Next, you have, who else do you have? You have Ralph Hodge, 39 years that he coached, 775 wins, 487 losses, .614 win percentage. He spent his entire career coaching at Olivet Nazarene from 1978 to 2018. You have Rick Pitino, 37 years that he coached, 761 wins, 308 losses, .712 win percentage. He was coach at Hawaii in 1976, Boston University from 1978 to 1983, Providence 1985 to 1987, Kentucky 1989 to 1997, Louisville 2001 to 2017, Iona from 2020 to 2023, and he currently coaches at St. John's from 2023 till now. All right, let's move on this list. This is a fun list, by the way. So, we now have, and on these coaches, most of these coaches do not coach anymore, but some do. The ones that still do, I'll just say they're still presently coaching. So, this is based off of primarily the longevity and the amount of time they spent coaching and are not coaching anymore due to retirement, or they may have died. I do not know, but I just wanted to clear that up. So, the next coach we're going to look at is Edgar Diddle, 42 years coaching, 759 wins, 302 losses, .715 win percentage, Western Kentucky from 1922 to 1964. He spent his entire coaching career there. Henry Iba, 41 years coached, 755 wins, 340 losses, .689 win percentage. He spent time at Northwest Missouri State from 1929 to 1933, Colorado from 1933 to 1934, Oklahoma State from 1934 to 1970. All right, next you have Tom Klussman, 44 years coaching, 755 wins, 489 losses, .607 win percentage. He is currently the coach at Rollins, and he's been there since 1980. Next you have John Belline, 37 years coaching, 754 wins, 425 losses, .640 percentage. He coached at Nazareth from 1982 to 1983, Lemoyne 1983 to 1992, Canisius from 1992 to 1997, Richmond from 1997 to 2002, West Virginia 2002 to 2007, Michigan from 2007 to 2019. Next, you have Bo Ryan, 32 years coached, 747 wins, 233 losses, .762 win percentage. He was at Wisconsin Platteville from 1984 to 1999, Milwaukee from 1999 to 2001, Wisconsin 2001 to 2015. Next, you have Phog Allen, P-H-O-G, and that is pronounced Phog. 50 years coached, 746 wins, 264 losses, .739 win percentage. He coached at Baker from 1905 to 1908, Kansas from 1907 to 1909, and then again from 1919 to 1956. He was at Haskell from 1908 to 1909, Central Missouri State from 1912 to 1919. Next, you have Jim Larinaga, 40 years coaching, 745 wins, 507 losses, .595 win percentage. He coached at American International from 1977 to 1979, Bowling Green from 1986 to 1997, George Mason from 1997 to 2011, Miami, Florida from 2011 to 2024. Next, you have Mark Few, 26 years coaching, 742 wins, 152 losses, .830 win percentage. He's been coaching in Gonzaga since 1999, and he still currently coaches there at Gonzaga. Next, you have John Chaney, 34 years coaching, 741 wins, 312 losses, .704 win percentage. He coached at Cheney from 1972 to 1982, and Temple from 1982 to 2006. Next, you have Richard Schmidt, 42 years coaching, 737 wins, 453 losses, .619 win percentage. He coached at Vanderbilt from 1979 to 1981, Tampa from 1983 to 2023. Let's see, Tom Izzo, 29 years coaching, 737 wins, 301 losses, .710 win percentage. He has coached at Michigan State starting in 1995 and is still there to the present day. You have Ray Chauvelin, 42 years coaching, 735 wins, 582 losses, .558 win percentage. He has been coaching at St. Ambrose from 1983 to the present. He's still coaching there. Next, you have Paul Patterson, 34 years coaching, 734 wins, 375 losses, .662 win percentage. He spent his entire career at Taylor from 1978 to 2013. Next, you have Jerry Tarkanian, 31 years coaching, 729 wins, 201 losses, win percentage of .784. He was at Long Beach State from 1968 to 1973, UNLV from 1973 to 1992, Fresno State from 1995 to 2002. You have Norm Stewart, 38 years coaching, 729 wins, 373 losses, .662 win percentage. Northern Iowa from 1961 to 1967, Missouri from 1967 to 1999. Next, you have Brian Baptiste, 42 years coaching, 729 wins, 405 losses, .643 win percentage. He has been at University of Massachusetts in Dartmouth since 1983, and he's still there. You have Dan Hayes, 38 years coaching, 724 wins, 470 losses, .606 win percentage, and he spent time at Northwestern Oklahoma State, 1978 to 1983, Oklahoma Christian from 1983 to 2016. Next, you have Ray Meyer, 42 years coaching, 724 wins, 354 losses, .672 win percentage. He coached his entire career at DePaul from 1942 to 1984. Next, you have Jerry Slocum, 41 years coaching, 723 wins, 556 losses, .565 win percentage. He coached at Nyack from 1975 to 1987, Geneva from 1987 to 1996, Gannon from 1996 to 2005, Youngstown State from 2005 to 2017. Excuse me. You have Randy Lambert, 39 years coaching. He's 722 wins, 325 losses, .683 win percentage. He spent his entire career coaching at Maryville, Tennessee from 1980 to 2020. You have Keith Dixon, 37 years coaching, 719 wins, 376 losses, .657 win percentage, St. Anselm, 1986 to 2024, spent his entire career there. You have Don Haskins, 38 years coaching, 719 wins, 353 losses, .671 win percentage, and he spent his entire career coaching at UTEP, the University of Texas in El Paso, from 1961 to 1999. All right, we're continuing on. You have Greg Camp, 41 years coaching, 715 wins, 555 losses, .563 percentage. He's been coaching at Oakland from 1984 to the present. Larry Chapman, 40 years coaching, 714 wins, 495 losses, .591 win percentage. He was at Georgia Southern from 1974 to 1977, and then Auburn in Montgomery from 1977 to 2014. Dave Robbins, 30 years coaching, 713 wins, 194 losses, .786 win percentage. He spent his entire career at Virginia Union from 1978 to 2008. Bruce Pearl, 33 years that he coached, he had 706 wins, 267 losses, .726 win percentage. He coached Southern Indiana from 1992 to 2001, Milwaukee from 2001 to 2005, Tennessee from 2005 to 2011, and Auburn from 2014 until the early part of 2025 when he finally retired. Next, you have Larry Hunter, 37 years coaching, 702 wins, 453 losses, .608 win percentage. He spent time in Wittenberg from 1976 to 1989, the University of Ohio from 1989 to 2001, Western Carolina from 2005 to 2018. Doc Sowers, 41 years coaching, 702 wins, 330 losses, .680 win percentage. He spent his entire career at Albany from 1955 to 1987, took some time off, and then came back in 1988 and stayed there till 1997. Steve Alford, 34 years coaching, 699 wins, 371 losses, .653 win percentage. He coached at Manchester from 1991 to 1995, Southwest Missouri State 1995 to 1999, Iowa from 1999 to 2007, New Mexico from 2007 to 2013, UCLA from 2013 to 2018, Nevada from 2019 to the present. Steve Jenkins, 39 years coaching, 692 wins, 542 losses with a win percentage of .561. He spent his entire coaching career at Evangel from 1982 to 2022. Next, you have Mark Edwards, who spent 37 years coaching, 685 wins, 293 losses, a win percentage of .700. And he coached his entire career at Washington and Missouri from 1981 to 2018. Next, you have Mike Montgomery, 32 years coaching, 677 wins, 317 losses, .681 win percentage. He was at Montana from 1978 to 1986, Stanford from 1986 to 2004, California from 2008 to 2014. Next, you have Denny Crum, 30 years coaching, 675 wins, 295 losses, .696 win percentage. He spent his entire career coaching at Louisville from 1971 to 2001. Lon Kruger, 35 years coaching, 674 wins, 432 losses, .610 win percentage. He coached at UTPA from 1982 to 1986, Kansas State from 1986 to 1990, Florida from 1990 to 1996, Illinois from 1996 to 2000, UNLV from 2004 to 2011, and Oklahoma from 2011 to 2021. Next, you have Gary Williams, 33 years coaching, 668 wins, 380 losses, .637 win percentage. He coached at American from 1978 to 1982, Boston College from 1982 to 1986, Ohio State from 1986 to 1989, and Maryland from 1989 to 2011. Next, you have Dennis Bridges, 36 years coaching, 666 wins, 320 losses, .675 win percentage. He spent his entire career at Illinois Wesleyan from 1965 to 2001. John Wooden, name very familiar to a lot, 29 years coaching, 664 wins, 162 losses, .804 win percentage. He spent time at Indiana State from 1946 to 1948, UCLA from 1948 to 1975. Roger Kaiser, 28 years coaching, 663 wins, 233 losses, .740 win percentage. Coached West Georgia from 1970 to 1990, Life from 1991 to 2000. Next, you have Glenn Van Wieren, 33 years coaching, 660 wins, 219 losses, .751 win percentage. He coached his entire career at Hope from 1977 to 2010. Lenny Acruff, 35 years coaching, 660 wins, 404 losses, .620 win percentage. He coached at Bellhaven from 1990 to 1992, Barry from 1993 to 1997, Alabama and Huntsville from 1993 to 2019, and Lipscomb from 2019 to the present. Leonard Hamilton, 39 years coaching, 660 wins, 507 losses, .566 win percentage. He coached Oklahoma State from 1986 to 1990, Miami and Florida from 1990 to 2000, Florida State from 2002 to 2025. I think he retired at the end of that. Ralph Miller, 38 years coaching, 657 wins, 382 losses, .632 win percentage. He coached at Wichita from 1951 to 1964, Iowa from 1964 to 1970, Oregon State from 1970 to 1989. Okay, let's see. Mike Ninneber, 42 years coaching, 659 wins, 599 losses, .524 win percentage. He coached at Bethel in Tennessee from 1983 to 1999, and he coached Christian Brothers from 1999 to 2019, and he's at Delta State from 2019 to the present. So he's still coaching. Brian Barry, 33 years coaching, 654 wins, 343 losses, .656 win percentage. He coached at St. Rose his entire career from 1986 to 2018. Next, you have Lon Reisman, 30 years coaching, 654 wins, 261 losses, .715 win percentage. He coached his entire career at Tarleton from 1988 to 2018. All right, next we go down the list. We continue on this list. You have Dick Reynolds, 40 years, 653 wins, 426 losses, .605 win percentage. He coached his entire career at Otterbein from 1972 to 2012. Next, you have Tom Penders, 36 years coaching, 649 wins, 437 losses, .598 win percentage. He coached at Tufts from 1971 to 1974, Columbia from 1974 to 1978, Fordham from 1978 to 1986, Rhode Island from 1986 to 1988, Texas from 1988 to 1998, George Washington from 1998 to 2001, and Houston from 2004 to 2010. Next, you have Dick Whitmore, 41 years coaching, 648 wins, 356 losses, .645 win percentage. He coached at Colby from 1971 to 2011 and Thomas in 2014. Gene Bartow, name very familiar to some, 34 years coaching, 647 wins, 353 losses, .647 win percentage. He was at Central Missouri State from 1961 to 1964, Valparaiso 1964 to 1970, Memphis State from 1970 to 1974, Illinois from 1974 to 1975, UCLA from 1975 to 1977, and UAB from 1978 to 1996. Next, you have Jeff Sherman, who spent 37 years coaching, has 646 wins, 511 losses, .558 win percentage, and he spent his entire career at Central Methodist from 1985 to 2022. Let's see. You have Jay Lawson, who has coached 33 years, has 645 wins, 325 losses, a win percentage of .625. The only information I have is that he's been coaching at Bentley from 1991 to the present. He does have other coaching responsibilities and other duties that's gone with that, but that's pretty much it on him. Next, you have Tubby Smith, 30 years coaching, 642 wins, 370 losses, .634 win percentage. He coached at Tulsa from 1991 to 1995, Georgia from 1995 to 1997, Kentucky from 1997 to 2007, Minnesota from 2007 to 2013, Texas Tech 2013 to 2016, Memphis 2016 to 2018, High Point from 2018 to 2022. Next, you have Jay Wright, 28 years coaching, 642 wins, 282 losses, .695 win percentage. He spent time at Hofstra from 1994 to 2001, Villanova from 2001 to 2022. Next, you have Billy Tubbs, 31 years coaching, 641 wins, 340 losses, excuse me, .653 win percentage. He coached Southwestern in Texas from 1971 to 1973, Lamar from 1976 to 1980, and again from 2003 to 2006. He coached Oklahoma from 1980 to 1994 and TCU from 1994 to 2002. Next, you have Homer Drew, 34 years coaching, 640 wins, 427 losses, .600 win percentage. He coached in Bethel, Indiana from 1976 to 1987, Indiana and South Bend from 1987 to 1988, Valparaiso 1988 to 2002, and then again from 2004 to 2011. Next is Stan Spiro, 33 years coaching, 640 wins, 341 losses, .652 win percentage. He spent his entire career at Southern New Hampshire from 1985 to 2018. Next, you have Marv Harshman, 40 years coaching, 637 wins, 444 losses, .589 win percentage. He coached at Pacific Lutheran from 1944 to 1958, Washington State from 1958 to 1971, and Washington from 1971 to 1985. You have John Moore, 32 years that he's coached, 637 wins, 352 losses, .644 win percentage. He coached at Fresno Pacific from 1988 to 1993 and Westmont from 1993 to 2020. Bob McKillop, 33 years coaching, 634 wins, 381 losses, .625 win percentage. He spent his entire career coaching at Davidson from 1989 to 2022. You have Hugh Durham, 37 years coaching, 633 wins, 429 losses, .596 win percentage. He coached at Florida State from 1966 to 1978, Georgia from 1978 to 1995, Jacksonville from 1997 to 2005. John Lance, 44 years coaching, 632 wins, 340 losses, .650 win percentage. He coached at Southwestern Oklahoma from 1918 to 1922, Pittsburgh State from 1922 to 1934, and again from 1935 to 1963. Apparently he took some time off. Okay, next you have... Who do we have next? We have Ken Anderson, 27 years coaching, 631 wins, 152 losses, .806 win percentage. He coached at Wisconsin Eau Claire from 1968 to 1995, spent his entire career there. You have Cam Henderson, 36 years coaching, 631 wins, 242 losses, .723 win percentage. He coached at Muskingum 1919 to 1923, Davis and Elkins 1923 to 1935, and Marshall from 1935 to 1955. Next you have Greg McDermott, 31 years coaching, 630 wins, 366 losses, .633 win percentage. He coached Wayne State in Nebraska from 1994 to 2000, North Dakota State from 2000 to 2001, Northern Iowa 2001 to 2006, Iowa State 2006 to 2010, Creighton from 2010 to the present. He's still coaching there. You have Ed Messbarger, 41 years coaching, 630 wins, 518 losses, .549 win percentage. He coached at Benedictine Heights from 1957 to 1960, Dallas from 1960 to 1963, St. Mary's in Texas from 1963 to 1998, Angelo State from 1978 to 1998. So he may have been coaching two teams at one time, which is very well possible in that era of time. We continue on with the list, and this list is almost done. So here we go. You have Mike Neer, 37 years, 629 wins, 346 losses, .645 win percentage. He coached at Rochester from 1976 to 2010, Hobart from 2011 to 2014. Next, you have Todd Raridon, 36 years coached, 626 wins, 330 losses, .655 win percentage. He coached at Nebraska Wesleyan from 1989 to 2004, North Central College from 2004 to 2022, Hastings College. He's been there from 2022 to the present. Next, you have Fran Dunphy, 33 years coaching, 625 wins, 380 losses, .622 win percentage. He coached at Penn from 1989 to 2006, Temple from 2006 to 2019, and LaSalle from 2022 to the early part of 2025. Norm Sloan, 37 years coaching, 624 wins, 393 losses, .614 win percentage. He coached at Presbyterian from 1951 to 1955, the Citadel from 1956 to 1960, Florida from 1960 to 1966, and again from 1980 to 1989. NC State, he coached from 1966 to 1980. Next, you have Dick Peth, 39 years coaching, 622 wins, 415 losses, .600 win percentage. He coached at Denver from 1985 to 1997 and Wartburg from 1997 to 2024. You have Stu Morrill, 29 years coaching, 620 wins, 294 losses, .678 win percentage. He coached at Montana from 1986 to 1991, Colorado State from 1991 to 1998, Utah State from 1998 to 2015. Next, you have Dean Nicholson, 26 years coaching, 620 wins, 199 losses, .757 is the win percentage. And the win percentage is just the amount of games won based off of the total games that's played, hence the win-loss record. Central Washington from 1964 to 1990, spent his entire career there. Next, you have Jim Boone, 39 years coaching, 619 wins, 499 losses, .554 win percentage. He coached at California and Pennsylvania from 1986 to 1996, Robert Morris from 1996 to 1999, Eastern Michigan from 2000 to 2005, Tuscaloosa 2005 to 2011, West Virginia Wesleyan 2011 to 2012, Delta State 2012 to 2019, Arkansas Fort Smith 2019 to 2023, Greensboro College 2023 to the early part of 2025. Next, you have Tom Murphy, 35 years coaching, 618 wins, 274 losses, .693 win percentage. He coached at Hamilton from 1970 to 1970 to 2004, and SUNY Poly from 2005 to 2006. Next, you have Tom Smith, 38 years coaching, 618 wins, 463 losses, .572 win percentage. He coached at Central Missouri from 1975 to 1980, Valparaiso 1980 to 1988, Missouri Western from 1988 to 2013. Next, you have Ben Braun, 37 years coaching, 615 wins, 517 losses, .543 win percentage. He coached at Siena Heights from 1977 to 1985, Eastern Michigan 1985 to 1996, California from 1996 to 2008, and Rice from 2008 to 2014. Next, you have Al Brule, 20 years coaching, 609 wins, 202 losses, .751 win percentage. He coached at Robert Morris from 1997 to 2017, and he spent his entire career there. Let's see, Jerry Steele, 39 years coaching, 609 wins, 486 losses, .556 win percentage. He spent some time at Gulliford from 1962 to 1970 and High Point from 1972 to 2003. Next, you have Rich Glass, 608 wins, 413 losses, .595 win percentage. He was at Minnesota Morris from 1974 to 1979, Willamette from 1979 to 1984, North Dakota from 1988 to 2006, Concordia and Moorhead from 2008 to 2017. Next, you have Mark A. Carino, 40 years coaching, 606 wins, 494 losses, .551 win percentage. He spent time at Bloomfield from 1982 to 1987, Caldwell from 1988 to 2022. Next, you have Bill Nelson, 37 years coaching, 605 wins, 362 losses, .626 win percentage. He spent time at RIT from 1980 to 1983, Nazareth from 1983 to 1986, John Hopkins from 1986 to 2017. Next, you have Dave Boots, 31 years coaching, 603 wins, 291 losses, .674 win percentage. He spent time at Augsburg from 1982 to 1988 and South Dakota from 1988 to 2013. Finally, on this list, you have Jerry Matthews, 30 years coaching, 603 wins, 243 losses, .713 win percentage, and he spent his entire career at Stockton from 1985 to 2016. So there you have it. That is longevity and coaches who spent a good amount of time playing or coaching the game, and the win-loss record for those coaches. I know it's a lot of information to go through, but thank you for sticking with me for that. Anyway, thank you again for tuning in to this video today. I do greatly appreciate it. If you will, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell so you can be made aware of when I'm doing these special videos, when I have sports action videos, when I have sports education videos, when I broadcast live, or when I have breaking news in the sports world. Thanks and have a wonderful day.